Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in bad situations.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they'll go on the ground. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Named an All-Pro for the first time in 2017, cornerback Xavier Rhodes relishes the challenge of guarding the game's top wide receivers. He'll trail them anywhere, even into the opposing backfield, to make big-time plays.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the result.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 47 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
An accurate passer on the short throws, like the slants, the ins, the hitches. But he's also, while not necessarily fast, understands where pressure is coming from and knows how to move away from it in order to complete a pass downfield.
On 1st and 10, Siemian. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Set! 3-19!
On 2nd down, here's Siemian. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Siemian now to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw is Simeon. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the ground, Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
For a lot of people, there are pros and cons to playing close to home in the NFL. But for Adam Thielen, it's nothing but pros. Grew up not too far from the Twin Cities, loves being a Viking, and is a really dependable 3rd down receiver.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And now a look at the Washington defense.
At corner is Josh Norman. I would think he would want to quibble a little bit. Actually, you know Josh would have a full discussion with the metrics people who say that maybe he's not the elite lockdown corner he thinks he is. He would say, ask all the receivers in the NFC East. They would think differently because a day against Josh Norman is a very difficult day for any receiver.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Leopard. Leopard.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10,
right,
15 for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on second down is Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Smith. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Emerson Griffin with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Sherrills to return it. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Lucky 56.
To throw on second is Simeon. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Simeon will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
One quarter gone in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's a tight game here early. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's Simeon. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. From the red zone now, Simeon. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Simeon. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Green 39. Green 39.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They snap it to Simeon. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon. Open here, Adam Thielen. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Simeon. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, it's Simeon. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Simeon. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Smith again. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
They can't stop me out here.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, Simeon lets it fly for Thielen. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Smith now to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Smith. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a 3rd in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Seattle Seahawks who are moving on to the next round as they knock off the defending Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach. much. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw, Simeon. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set! 319! 319!
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Looking for his tight end, Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now that Redskin offense coming back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. After the interception, here's Smith. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Simeon. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robertson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Simeon now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
3-19.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Simeon. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Simeon. Left side caught by Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Simeon now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Simeon. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A give. This is Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 30 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Able to shake him off.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now it's Smith. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll get it up the middle, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. They come out here in the eye. On third and short, going with their tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will put them on top here in the third. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Simeon on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Mike 54.
Play action. It's Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost himself some yardage there.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And down to the 36-yard line here. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your phone.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And on the ground they go with a running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. In Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And Davis has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Smith, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And Rudolph has it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Off of play action, Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Simeon. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Trevor Siemian ready to retake the field. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs and mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. A good pickup there, 22. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 37. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. To throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.